Remember when I said it doesn't stop? Kevin Hart, Dave Chappelle, Cat Williams, Chris Rock, Candace Cameron, Drew Barrymore, Danny Masterson, Ashton Kutcher, Mila Kunis, a few other names that I'm probably not thinking of right now. And now, Melissa Barrera. All right, let's get into it. This was according to Variety, and there were a lot of other sources that covered the same thing. Besides Variety, we have NME. You have the Daily Beast, Rolling Stone, Just Jared, Joe Blow, Comic Book Movie, and Vulture. And I'm sure there's a lot more here, but so let me go back to where I was at. Okay. Melissa Barrera incites more controversy with new social media posts sparking heated debate at WME. Why am I drawing a blank on that? Hold on. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. All right. I'm guessing that means whatever. Melissa Barrera is once again under fire over a series of new social media posts involving the Israeli-Gaza conflict, prompting her representatives at WME and Sugar 23 to explore dropping the actress as a client. The In the Heights and Scream star earlier this week posted a link in her Instagram bio that directed her followers to donate money to the United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestine refugees in the Near East to benefit all the martyrs in Gaza and the West Bank. The plea was deemed particularly incendiary given that Barrera posted the link one day after the Biden administration and several other countries halted aid to the organization in the wake of explosive allegations that the 12 UNRWA staffers directly participated in the October 7th terror attacks in Israel, including 2 whom took part in kidnappings. 10% of the agency's Gaza staff allegedly have ties to Hamas and other Islamist militant group, and another Islamist militant group that the U.S. has designated as a terrorist organization. On January 28th, the U.S. announced its decision to freeze all money to the group. Barrera's posts quickly made the rounds across the industry and within WME, which consulted with outside advisors on the best approach to fire her, given that such a break could spark backlash. Sources say the agency and her management company, Sugar 23, were poised to drop her as a client, but on Thursday, both decided to reverse course for now. WME and Sugar 23 declined comment. In November, Spyglass Media fired Melissa Barrera from Scream 7 over social media posts about the conflict, including one that accused Israel of genocide and ethnic cleansing and about distorting the Holocaust to boost the Israeli arms industry. Barrera led the 5th and 6th Scream movies over the past 2 years and was poised to star in the 7th one. Now, before I continue that, we've already talked about this, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again. And anybody with even just a tenth of a brain, and anybody with a fraction of a heart knows this, that what she posted was not wrong. She was 100% correct in what she said. What she said, okay, first of all, look, it says right here, where she accused Israel of genocide and ethnic cleansing. First of all, people said, oh, that's an accusation. Okay, it's not an accusation. This is something that is happening that everybody in the world can see. Now, maybe some people are so heartless that they like it or they don't care, but a lot of us have hearts and we have common sense and we have sympathy and compassion. So we look at that and they say, all right, this should not be happening. And so what they're doing is a literal genocide. That's definitely what that is. As a matter of fact, to those of you who might disagree, why don't we look up the definition right quick, just to see. I'm not making this up. You can go on here and look at the definition yourself. What is the definition of genocide? The deliberate killing of a large number of people from a particular nation or ethnic group with the aim of destroying that nation or group, which is exactly what Israel is doing to the Palestinians. That's what's going on right now. And she's saying this is what's going on and this is wrong. And they said, nope, fire her. And so for them to consider firing her or dropping her as a client because she was asking to donate money to help the people that were in danger or to help what I'm trying to figure out, like, what's going on why is this a danger to the people, like anybody in Hollywood? Why is this a danger to Spyglass Media? Why is this a danger to WME? What is the problem here? And I think, a lot of entertainers and a lot of celebrities that they get to a certain point, they get to a certain high status, they make comments that are controversial and they get blacklisted or they get cut from certain areas. And that's one thing, but I mean, she was really a rising star. I mean, after the success of Scream 6, I mean, her popularity rose even more. And I mean, because she did some movies and shows, whatever, before Scream 5. She had like the In the Heights and, All of the World is Sleeping and things like that. But when Scream 5 and 6 came out, that kind of took her from like here to here. Like she was already kind of like here. She did a couple movies. She kind of like this. Scream 5, Scream 6. I mean, she's rising and rising. And like I said, my theory is that if you brought all the cast members together, like you bring back Neve Campbell, you got Courtney Cox, Jenna Ortega, Melissa, Jasmine Brown, Mason Gooding, Hayden Panettiere, Josh Segarra. You have all of them there, and maybe even bring back some other people who survived the first 4 films, first 5 films, first 6 films, really. And you make that a really good movie. I think it possibly could gross even more money than the first one. I could be wrong on that, but there's no way to tell at this point because the movie is screwed because they got rid of her for the wrong reason. And then the day right after that, Jenna Ortega quit. And then about a month after that, Christopher Landon, who was going to direct Scream 7, he ended up quitting. So these people just royally screwed up. And all she's doing is just speaking truth to power. And all she's saying is that you have innocent people that are getting killed out there in Palestine. And the Palestine people, they didn't do anything wrong. And here they are getting killed by Israeli terrorists. It's like, come on. They screwed her big time, and they screwed themselves big time. And like I said before, Scream 7 is most likely not happening at this point. They're going to have to do a reboot, a remake. And even if they don't do that, these people have nobody to blame but themselves. So thank you to Melissa Barrera for speaking the truth.